Alright y'all, welcome to the stream everybody. We're gonna do some Nintendo 64 racing games. I think the 64 and the PlayStation 1 has like the best library of racing games ever. In terms of home consoles, the 5th generation killed it with racing games. Some of these games I've played before on stream, some of them I haven't played since I was a little kid. And the first two games we're gonna be playing are the latter, because we're gonna start with 1080 snowboarding and Excite Bike 64. And I didn't own these games as a kid, but I did play them at a friend's house, and I remember really liking them. But I don't remember them at all. So because of that, we're gonna bust out the instruction manual. Bingo, bango, bongo. There we go. What's up, Mumi? What's up, Darwin? What's up, Night Raid? Hope we're all doing well. So let's check out the instruction manual for 1080. What do we got here? What do we got? Because I don't know how to play this game. I haven't played it in a long ass time. Start. It's the start button. R button. 180 rotation. Oh, you can fakie. C button, change the viewpoint. B button, trick. Combine it with the control stick. A button is jump. During a jump, you can press up and down to adjust your position. Brake. Down back and down right. Turn. Okay. Tuck Z button. Hold the Z button while snowboarding to increase your speed. Press the Z button while landing for easier landing. Okay. Go ahead and zoom out. Look, it looks like a damn fighting game. These are the tricks that you can do. Got R button, spin tricks, grab tricks. So this is basically snowboarding Tony Hawk. Out here doing quarter circles and half circles and charge inputs. Look at that background. Man, I freaking miss instruction manuals. This is like the coolest thing ever. Look at this, like, come on, man. I miss instruction manuals. I mean, that's me being a boomer, but... Okay, what do we got here? If the control stick is held at an angled position, as shown in the picture on the left when the power is set to on, this position will be set as neutral. For real? Wait a minute, is this true? Is this why so many 64 games feel weird to play on actual hardware? Because the stick is set to neutral? Like if you have a loose control stick? That's interesting. I didn't know that. I don't know if that's just for this game or if that's for like all N64 games. Interesting. Oh, look at all this information. Records, replay, okay, so this is the menu. Saving. 1080 snowboarding ski lodge. Are you ready? Correctly insert the 1080 snowboarding game pack into the control deck. Yeah, I already got that. There's all the different modes. Training. Rumble pack. Yo, I wish I had a rumble pack. I actually never had the rumble pack, even though I did have a copy of Star Fox 64 as a kid. Look, we got character art. Look at these characters. Look at this art style, man. Kensuke Kimachi. Well known in Japan for his snowboarding skills, Kensuke joined the team because he wanted to be the best in the world. Rob Haywood. I thought it was Rob Hollywood. That would have been way more gangster. Rob Haywood. Rob joined the team through Ricky's father. He's a skilled snowboarder, but has a lot to learn. Akari Hayami. Akari is new to the sport, but a hard worker. Her technique and jumping ability could make her a valuable asset to the team. Losing my voice already. Dion Blaster. Dinner Blaster. Dion is one of the best overall snowboarders on the team. However, he doesn't excel when it comes to tricks. This makes him impatient and irrational at times. And then Ricky Winterborn. This was the character that I played as a kid because I thought he looked like Luigi. Ricky is a cocky little kid. That's probably because his dad founded this team. Although he's not strong, he has excellent trick technique. Okay. I'm not going to read the whole thing because there's a bunch of information here. Because from like the 6th generation of gaming, PS2, GameCube, Xbox era, going back, basically the instruction manual was necessary to read in order to play the game because it was just full of valuable information. Look at that. I also have the Excite Bike 64 manual here, but we'll read this when we swap over to Excite Bike. I am really interested by this right here. If the control stick is held at an angled position, when the power is turned on, this position will be set as neutral. I think we need to look into this for N64 games, if this is the case with like all N64 games, or if this is like just for 1080 snowboarding. I don't know. Interesting. I'm gonna look at the controls one more time. Okay, so A jump, B button trick, R button is how you fakie, Z button tuck. Okay, I think we got this. Let's play some freaking 1080 snowboarding, baby. Yo, what's up, Tommy? Hope you're having a good Friday. Hope you're having a good day. We're gonna do some N64 racing games starting with 1080 snowboarding. Now, I always get this game and SSX mixed up in my brain, but this is actually a first-party Nintendo joint. I think this game was directed by Miyamoto. So even though this seems like a third-party game, it was made internally at Nintendo. Let me know how the audio sounds, everybody, if I need to turn the game up or down. Sounds like an anti-drift system, which is crazy because Nintendo would never. Yeah, I think we need to look into that, like the control stick thing that it said in the manual. Game could be louder. Yeah, it looks quiet on my end as well. Is there any way I can turn it up on my end? Let's see. I think this game's just quiet, so I'm gonna turn it up a bit. Listen to that butt rock. No licensed soundtrack either. I think the soundtrack's entirely original. So we're just gonna do the match race mode. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Yo. Push it in! Okay, you can't put that in a kid's game. Dude, you know what? This is Jet Grind Radio as hell. Did this game come out before or after Jet Set Radio? This is literally the hub in Jet Set Radio where you select your character. We got Kensuke.
Yo.
Dion.
Okay.
What's up?
Rob.
Fine then.
Akari.
Yeah?
And Ricky Winterborn. This was the character I played as a kid. I'm gonna stick with him. Got a bunch of different boards. Apparently this game is like F-Zero where the stats aren't even correct. Like the stats are just flat out wrong. So you kinda just have to experiment with them. I'm gonna go with the Merlot 143. Edge control. Edge control, you say. Push it in! Alright, let's do it. Regular or goofy? Man, there's like a lot of customization in this game. There's like a lot of nuance.
Ricky Winterborn versus Dion.
Turn the game back down. Yeah, this game's audio is weird. It's like some of the songs are quiet and some of them are loud. I don't know. Wait, hold up. This game might be awesome already. Yeah, that little character select was like straight out of Jet Set Radio. Honestly, this song sounds like it could be Jet Set Radio as well. Like, this is some Hideki Naganuma type beat. Most extreme sports games had a licensed soundtrack, but this game has an original soundtrack by Kenta Nagata, who did Mario Kart 64. And I'm pretty sure this game predates Jet Set Radio. This is like 1997 or 98. I'm not even gonna attempt to do any tricks right now. I'm just gonna try to, like, get used to the game. I could hit that ramp, though. Yo, do a laser nollie heel flip, dude. Yeah, you got like some hip hop, you got some drum and bass, some jungle, some butt rock. The soundtrack is very kind of all over the place, but in a good way. I'm digging this already, though. It seems simple, but at the same time, like there's a lot of nuance and depth to the mechanics. But yeah, hope everybody's having a good night. We're just gonna play some racing games in today's stream. We're gonna chill. This stream may or may not be an excuse for me to play F-Zero again. Okay, I went for a trick and I ate shit. This kind of sounds like Metallic Madness, Sonic CD. This game looks great for N64, by the way. I mean, I'm a sucker for low poly. Like, I love the 64, the Sega Saturn, the PS1 era, but this game looks really good for 64. And of course, you know I'm rocking with the composite cable shader. This track is way quieter. I'm not going to worry about it. It just seems like the audio balance in this game is kind of all over the place. Some of the tracks seem really loud and some of them seem really quiet, so that's fine. Yeah, great soundtrack so far. Kenta Nagata. I don't know what else he did aside from this game and Mario Kart 64, but... Oh, this game's really fun. Like, it feels really good. I don't know. I don't play a ton of snowboarding games outside of this game and 1080 Avalanche and, like, SSX Tricky. Those are the only snowboarding games I've played, but this game feels really good.
You did it!
I'm gonna leave the audio at -9 decibels, and if it's too quiet, it's too quiet. If it's too loud, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Ricky Winterbourne versus Kensuke Kimachi.
Kensuke!
Go!
I thought if I, like, jumped or something, I would have gone flying forward. I would have gotten a huge boost. Look at that skybox! The lens flare? So I played this game at a friend's house as a kid, and I was really bad at it, but I really liked it. And then I ended up playing 1080 Avalanche on GameCube, which I also really enjoyed. I wonder if this is going to be like a Wave Race 64 type situation where I actually like the 64 game more than the GameCube game. I don't know. I would have to revisit 1080 Avalanche as well. Okay, Kensuke is whooping my ass. Come on, Ricky! Somebody needs to mod this game and replace Ricky Winterbourne with Ricky LaFleur from Trailer Park Boys. Like low poly Ricky from Trailer Park Boys, that would be great. Oh, get up! So when I'm making turns, you want to let off the Z button, but when you're on the straightaway, you want to get that speed. Hold the Z button down. It was like an unintentional grind right there. I don't think there's any grind tricks in this game. We got grab tricks and we got, like, spin tricks. Flip tricks and such. No, we're right there! Aw, man! Come on, Ricky! He is crestfallen. Damn. I guess we're moving on, or do we gotta replay that track?
Ricky Winterbourne versus Kensuke Kimachi.
Okay, so it's like Mario Kart 64, where if you don't qualify, you have to redo the track. Do tricks make you go faster? I don't think they do. I remember as a kid, tricks slowed you and your opponent, like, way down. Like, the only benefit to doing tricks was in the trick mode. But that's, maybe I could be misremembering, but I remember the tricks just slowing you way down. Even if you landed them successfully. But again, it's been a long time since I played this. It's weird that this is a first-party Nintendo joint. This seems like such a third-party ass video game. But this was made internally at Nintendo. Let's try and go for a trick. So I think you just gotta rotate the stick for the tricks, and it looked like you had to do some like quarter circles and fireball inputs, dragon punch inputs. Maybe I'll try the trick mode after this, because there is a dedicated trick mode. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was like a dirty win. I don't think I deserve that win. I like shoved him out of the way. Sorry, bro. Sorry, Kensuke.
Ricky Winterbourne versus Akari Hayami.
Mountain Village. We're in damn Silent Hill, bro.
Go!
I've never gone snowboarding or skiing because I'm terrified of it, but I have gone tubing before. Anybody in chat ever go tubing? I went to a ski resort and they had a dedicated like tubing area, and that was fun. Both skiing and snowboarding terrify me. Kind of reminds me of Ice Cap from Sonic Adventure 1. Making a lot of Sega references. I don't know, this game feels very Sega to me, like Sega AM2. I'm sorry, am I snowboarding on the road? I don't think this is good for the snowboard. This track is not OSHA compliant. This is full of hazards. I mean, we're kicking her butt though, so. Oh, come on, Ricky! Easy money, one take Jake.
You did it!
Let's go, baby! There's one song in this game called Whiteout, which is like the best drum and bass track I've ever heard. I'll see if I can go into the sound test and play it, because it's genuinely amazing. Oh, this song is Mario Kart 64 as hell. Sounds like Toad's Highway, Toad's Turnpike.
You did a good job.
Thanks! I did a good job. Is that the Tommy Hilfiger logo on that sign to the left on that billboard? Oh, this is it. This is Whiteout. Crank this up. This is the song I was talking about. That classic liquid drum and bass, like sub bass. Gotta enter my initials. Hi, Akuma. It does kind of sound like Killing Moon. It uses like the same drum break. Yeah, I was really bad at this game, and I still don't think I'm great at it, but I feel like I did pretty decently there. Let's see if we can go into the trick mode. Trick Attack.
Attack.
We'll work your body! Work your body! We'll work your body! Yeah, this is so Jet Set Radio. I wonder if they took influence from this game. Because I think Jet Set Radio was like 1999. Maybe I should look at their stats for the Trick Attack. Rob Haywood, pretty balanced.
Fine then.
Yo.
Dion, Blaster, Dinner Blaster is not good for Trick. Kensuke Kimachi is pretty balanced.
Yeah.
I think Ricky is...
Too bad.
Ricky's... We're probably gonna go with him again. Look at that technique and jump.
Sure, I did.
Sure, dude. Yeah, we'll go with that. Mountain Village. Golden Forest. Crystal Peak. Crystal Lake. Half Pipe. Air Make? I guess we'll go with the Half Pipe.
Pipe.
Half Pipe. Dinner Blaster.
Winterboard. Go.
Yeah, what's up, Corey? Alright, I gotta learn how to do this shit.
Indy. Shifty.
Ooh, wait a minute. Let's get some speed. Hold up. Oh, it's over. Oh, it's done. When stream Mahjong. I don't know how to play Mahjong. Are you kidding me? I want to try that again. Wait a minute. Hold up. I'll try that again. I'm gonna build some speed.
Ricky.
Then we're gonna send it.
Go.
I'm just gonna send it.
Shifty.
Okay, I'm looking at the instruction manual again. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. B button. Trick. By combining it with the control stick, you can do all sorts of tricks. Command tricks. Just press B to do melancholy or lean air. Back in B. Forward in B. Or right in B. Up in B. Down in B. Tail grab. Stiffy. Nose grab. Indie nose bone. Fakey half cab. Kick flip. Laser flip. Cigarette flip. Okay, so it basically amounts to press B and then press the direction.
Ricky Winterboard. Go.
I can't get enough air though.
Shifty. Lean air. Shifty. Lean air. Indy. Tail grab. Shifty. Lean air. Oh, it's a new
In the old Tony Hawk games, you would like double tap forward on the D-pad and you would get air. I keep trying to do that when I think I just need to press the A button to jump. I'm so used to Tony Hawk where you would just like double tap forward on the D-pad to get more air, but that's not how it works here. We're gonna try that again. One more time.
Ricky Winterboard. Go. Shifty. Lean air. Shifty. Shifty. Lean air. Tail grab. Indy. Lean air. Scalp it. Lean air. Shifty. Dip grab. Shifty. Oh, it's a new record.
A new record! Alright, you did great, Ricky. You did great. Hee hee, Stiffy, grow up. If you don't like sweet and sour sauce, you can grow up. Yo, what's up, H-Ro? have heard this drum fill before. Hold up. I've heard these drums before. I have a bunch of old drum breaks, a bunch of old sample CDs, but I've heard this in the Sublime song Scarlet Begonias, which is a cover of a Grateful Dead song. Hold up, wait a minute. Which song is it? It is Scarlet Begonias. It's the same drums. Oh no, the snare sounds different. Maybe it's not the same drums. Maybe that's just the compression. What's up, ACO? We're gonna try a different course to do some tricks on. Crystal Lake. What do we got here?
Winterboard. Go.
Oh, so it's the same course. It's the same course. There's no like half pipe or anything. When does the Yeti show up? Doesn't that happen in Slalom on the NES? There's some skiing game on NES where a Yeti shows up and eats you. In Crystal Lake, where's Jason? Camp Crystal Lake during the winter years. I was thinking I could like jump off the side here. Yeah, this song is very Jet Set Radio. Okay, we're gonna hit the ramp this time. Hold up. Yeah, this game's a lot of fun. It does feel a little dated mechanically, but there's still like, look at all the tricks that you can do. I don't know, it feels very simple, but if you were to dig into this game's mechanics, I'm sure there's a bunch of nuance to it. Like, there's so much just stuff in the instruction manual alone. It makes me want to boot up 1080 Avalanche on the GameCube and see how it compares. We gotta hear that character select music one more time.
Yeah?
Push it in!
What's up?
Yo.
Yeah?
This is maybe my favorite character select screen ever. Like, I like this cozy ass cabin. I like this even more than the one in Jet Grind Radio. Is her last name Hayami? Yes. I don't know if it's the same Hayami from Wave Race. The guy in Wave Race is a guy. So 1080 snowboarding was a very progressive game for its time. Except I think this game came out before Wave Race, didn't it? Like, this is an old N64 game. Anarchy Reigns, yeah, also very Anarchy Reigns, which was a really fun arena fighter. I liked Anarchy Reigns more than Mad World itself, but I'm probably alone on that. But that was 1080 snowboarding. That game was really cool. I kind of want to play it some off stream and like learn how to do the tricks properly. But it controls really well. It still feels good to play. We're going to move on to another, well, not extreme sports, but motorsports. Excite Bike 64. And much like with 1080 snowboarding, I have the manual for it. Excite Bike 64. Now, this game, even though it's based off of Excite Bike on the NES, unlike 1080 snowboarding, this was not a first-party game. See, it has that here as well. If the control stick is held at an angled position when the power is turned on, this position will be set as neutral. I had no idea that was a thing. And maybe that's why so many 64 controllers like just feel awful, because they inherently have stick drift. And if you turn the console on when it's like facing a different direction, it's gonna make it even worse. Interesting. I've literally never seen this online, like anybody talk about this. All right, we got Excite Bike 64. Again, this was not a first-party Nintendo game, but it's a reboot of Excite Bike. L button, use the turbo. B button, brake. A, accelerate. Z button, use turbo. R button is drift. C button is just different camera angles. And turn your bike, adjust the angle. Down and Z or L to pop a wheelie. Yo, Honda Grom moment? Okay. This one doesn't have as much exciting stuff as the 1080 snowboarding manual did. Like, look at all this character art. Excite Bike 64 is just a screenshot. All right, we got Jumpin' Jim Rivers, Tricky Ricky Stern, Nigel the Duke York, Sarah Sugar Hill, Vicky the Vixen Steele, Bobby Big Dog Malone. Oh, we can do tricks with the C button and the analog stick. Can Superman, can Kobe, Lazy Boy, Bender Grab. Yeah, okay, so not as much stuff as the 1080 snowboarding manual, but some pretty valuable information. I'm gonna just learn how to play the damn game, and then I'm gonna maybe try to do some of the tricks. Let's go. Strange the Excite Bike sequel isn't first party. I thought it was first party for a very long time, but doing research for this video, like just the bare minimum, when I was assembling this grab bag of games, I learned that this is a third party game. Published by Nintendo, but not developed by Nintendo, unlike 1080 snowboarding. N64 Extreme Sports! Motorsports! The guy from Wave Race is Ryota Hayami, so they're definitely related. Well, Wave Race 64 is kind of like a companion game to 1080 snowboarding. It's kind of like a sister game. I don't know which one came out first, but I think it was 1080 snowboarding. 1080 was later. Okay. I definitely like Wave Race 64 more than 1080 snowboarding, but I enjoyed that brief little bit that I played of 1080 for this stream. I'm definitely gonna boot that game up and play some more and maybe try to learn the tricks. Some weird like screen cropping going on here, so I'm gonna zoom it in a little bit. There we go. It's like some overscan going on. And 64 games are like that. Freaking Wave Race is in some weird aspect ratio that's like 7:19 or something. I don't know. This is Excite Bike 64. Season, exhibition race, time trial, special tracks, options, custom tracks. Let's just do the season. I'm gonna assume that this is like a Grand Prix thing. Yeah. Wave Race 64 was 96, 1080 was 98. Okay. Yeah, I never owned 1080 as a kid. I did own Wave Race, which is probably why I like it more. I I played 1080 and I played this game at a friend's house when I was younger, but I never owned either game. We got Jumpin' Jim Rivers, Tricky Ricky Stern, Sarah Sugar Hill, Bobby Big Dog Malone. Yeah. The guy's from the instruction manual. We'll just go with Jumpin' Jim Rivers, I guess. He's like the most balanced. Tricky Ricky Stern seems pretty cracked out, but his turbo stat is pretty... Yeah, well, he's dead now, so we can't play as him. Wait, this is funky sounding. It's really quiet, though. That's one thing that this game has in common with 1080 snowboarding. The audio balance is all over the place. All right. Now, I love Excite Bike on NES. Let's see how I fare in this game. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, the controls are a little... they're a little unwieldy. Oh my god! Jumpin' Jim G. Willikers Rivers. So like in the NES game, you can't let your bike overheat. There's a temperature meter in the bottom right. If you use the turbo, it gives you a boost, but it also overheats it. I played a ton of NES Excite Bike on the 3DS when they remade it. Haven't played much of this game, though. And then there was Excite Truck on the Wii. Do y'all remember that game? That was like an early Wii title. Oh no, we're dead! No! Okay, no, we're good. Yeah, the controls are a little unwieldy in this game. I don't know if I'm missing something. I'm using the R button to drift. Excite Truck was fun. I remember playing that when it came out early in the Wii's lifespan. Let's see if we can get first. We're in second. Okay, second place, I'll take that. Considering this is basically my first time playing this game, I'll take that. Gotta enter my initials. My bike excites when she exhibition race. Loud, incorrect buzzer. Take it back to the workshop and work on it, Mumi. Ace Combat 6 recomp is so quiet. Yeah, this game overall seems to be kind of quiet. Turn it up just a little bit.
The riders are lined up at the start gate and ready to go. 3, 2, 1, go!
Much like with 1080, this game looks really good.
Hill and Jim Rivers are fighting for first. And it's Jumpin' Jim Rivers with the
Like, the texture quality is really high compared to other N64 games.
Jim Rivers moves up to second place.
I'm really bad at it. It's mainly just the turning. I think you have to let off on the acceleration and turn, instead of holding down the R button like a drift in like any other racing game. You gotta let off on it. That's it. That's it. That's how you do it. All you gotta do is let off on the acceleration, hit the R button. That's absolutely it.
Third place. Jim Rivers moves up to third place.
It almost feels like there's a half-second of input delay when I turn. Like, I'll press left on the stick, and then a half-second later, he'll do the turn. That could be emulation shenanigans or controller shenanigans.
Ricky Stern is behind the leader.
Because the N64 analog stick is really weird and unique compared to other gamepads.
Moves up to second place.
So maybe, like, if this is one of those situations where if you're not playing on an actual N64 controller with the analog, like the game just doesn't play as well. F-Zero X is like that as well. Jim Rivers is dead. He's in the fetal position. Yeah, I'm not sure, like, the controller... The controls being this way could just be due to the fact that I'm not playing this on an actual N64 controller. Or it could be skill issue. I'm gonna take the shortcut. I took that shortcut, killed Sarah Hill, and now I'm in first place. Okay. Whee! Getting some air in this game feels good, though. I'm gonna try to hit that Superman seat grab once I learn how to actually play this damn game. Third place. I'm gonna pick a different character. I'm gonna pick somebody who's like maxed out on cornering. Because Jim Rivers is not cutting the mustard. We're gonna retire. Can't believe Nintendo would make one of the most revolutionary consoles and stick the landing so hard with games like Mario 64 and Ocarina, then entirely drop the ball with the controller. Outside of the analog stick, which... To go to bat for the N64, that was like the first analog stick controller ever. It predates the PlayStation DualShock, and I'm pretty sure it predates the Sega, like, Saturn Nights into Dreams controller. So it was like the first good analog stick. But it also has the misfortune of being a piece of shit analog stick that eventually grinds the gears into dust and it just starts drifting. I like the N64 controller, but it maybe has one of the worst analog sticks ever. Up there with the Sega Dreamcast controller. I hate the Sega Dreamcast controller. God bless the Sega Dreamcast, but that controller feels awful. Alright, Sarah Sugar Hill has maxed out cornering. Bobby Big Duke Malone. Why is it always a fat guy wearing green in Nintendo racing games that's like the worst? I get the feeling this guy's the worst character in this game. The guy in Wave Race is the worst character in Wave Race. Crunch the Kremling is the worst in Diddy Kong Racing. Okay, we're gonna go with Tricky Ricky Stern. His suit has no fear written on it, so he has to be the best character. This dude probably has no regrets tatted on his knuckles. I actually really like this song, even though it sounds weird. It's like a hip-hop beat with some weird... Like... I don't even know how I would describe these vocals. And it's also like an 8-bar loop, but I kind of like this song. I kind of want to sample it, but that's for another day. He has no fear on his moto suit. This has got to be the best character in the game. Okay, let off. Did you see the way that he flew off his bike? No fear. Okay, let off on the acceleration when cornering. Yeah, that definitely helps. No fear, and then he suffers a spinal injury and becomes Christopher Reeve. God, that jump though. I mean, it said he had good jump stats, but damn. I love the way that they fall off their bikes. Wait a minute, this game might actually be goated. This might be the best video game ever made. If it weren't for like the second of delay whenever I turn, this would genuinely be really fun. But straight up, there's like a half second of delay whenever I try to turn. I don't know, that could be skill issue, that could be hardware issue, but it doesn't feel great. Maybe he needed some fear after all. The fear provides traction. I will say, I think 1080 snowboarding is probably the better game, but this game is making me laugh, so I might like it more than 1080 snowboarding. If somebody could ROM hack this game and just fix the steering, fix the delay on the steering, like, it would be great. This guy has some of the best cornering stats in the whole game, and yet... Okay, he just, like, kicked me in the nuts, and now I'm in the fetal position. You can hear it. You can literally hear my analog stick turn, and then the character turns. And there's no delay through OBS. Like, what my microphone picks up, like... You can literally hear it. I'll turn off the noise gate too. Noise gate and noise suppression are turned off. Listen to this. Once I hit a corner. Okay. You can literally hear it. Oh, Ricky Stern's about to die.
Nigel York is in second place. Ricky Stern drops back to second place. Nigel York is behind the leader. Ricky Stern drops back to second place. Nigel York is in second place. Nigel York is behind the leader.
Well, there we go. Hey Azura, welcome to the stream. And turn the noise gate and the noise suppression back on. Might just be how the bike moves. I still think that this is a good game. Like, it's still really fun. I do kind of wish that there wasn't that delay whenever you turn. But again, that could just be controller or hardware, like, issue. Because, you know, I'm not playing this on... I mean, I'm playing this on my totally real N64. I don't know. This is still a lot of fun, though. Like, the physics feel great. The only thing that sucks is the turning and the cornering. Does the water cool you off? I don't know, but that would be a cool detail. What's up, V-Love? Hope you're having a good Friday night. We're gonna do the rest of this exhibition and then we'll move on. Houston, Texas. Big Mo, City of Syrup. Bobby Big Dog Malone. You can tell this guy is, in fact, from Houston.
Ricky Stern moves up to first place.
Finished Endocopia. Nice! I see a lot of people playing that game. It doesn't look like my speed. Doesn't look like my bag, but a lot of people seem to be liking it. How is everybody doing on this Friday night?
Going to lap 2, Ricky Stern is up in front. Nigel York is in second place.
Wait a minute, I might be locked in right now? Hold up. I might be the GOAT at Excitebike 64. This game gives off the vibe of like an arcade game that you would play at a bowling alley. Like a greasy arcade machine at a bowling alley. 1080 snowboarding, like, it doesn't feel very Nintendo, but it has that Nintendo first party polish to it. This game, like, you can kind of tell Nintendo didn't develop this Excitebike game, but it's still good. Like, this is still really fun. It's just the controls are kind of twisted. I could be doing it wrong. It could be skill issue. It could be because I'm not playing this with an actual N64 controller. I don't know. But this game's still really, really fun. Kind of makes me wish we would get a new Excitebike.
Ricky Stern continues to lead the race.
Finished with work. Nice, nice. Chilling with Soba, doing some laundry. I sent Ricky flying into the goddamn out of bounds zone, and I still got first place. Also, I'm just now noticing that I'm playing as Ricky, and I was playing as Ricky in 1080 snowboarding. This is the first Ricky type stream on Twitch TV. Lefty's Mill. Wait a minute. Like from FNAF? Ricky type stream just missing the rat. Yeah, we need Ricky Rat, and then this will be like the ultimate Ricky stream. Or Ricky LaFleur from Trailer Park Boys. Hold up, I'm gonna hit this shit.
And it's Vicky Steele with the whole shot.
Why are we in South Park right now? I really like the way your character ragdolls off the bike.
Bobby Malone is in fifth place. Ricky Stern moves up to fifth place.
Oh my god, come on, man! He's been removed from this earth. Yeah, if the controls were a little more refined and a little less shit, this would be like a top 5 racing game on N64, but the controls just feel so sluggish. Like, 1080 snowboarding felt really good. It had that first-party Nintendo polish to it. I I feel like if this were a first-party Nintendo joint, it would just be like a 10 out of 10 racing game. The jumping in particular feels really good, but cornering in this game sucks.
Ricky's turn moves up to second place.
Wonder what the first game with ragdoll physics was. Yeah, I don't know. Whenever I think of ragdoll physics, I think of Dark Souls.
Nigel York continues to lead the race. Ricky's turn drops back to third place.
Third place, damn. He's stoked about it though. He's like, third place, yeah! Now we're like riding around on dirt bikes, but if my character was on the Honda Grom, I would have gotten first place in all of these. Trust. He's just happy he didn't die. Yeah, he didn't develop spinal damage from wrecking on his Honda XR 150L. TF2 comes to mind. Did TF2 have ragdoll physics? I literally haven't played TF2 since I was in the 6th grade. Tricky Ricky is dead! Somebody call the mortician! Dude, he is a paraplegic now. There's no way he's coming back from that wreck.
Jim Rivers is in fifth place. Ricky's turn moves up to fifth place. Into the final lap, Bobby Malone holds the lead. Bobby Malone continues to lead the race.
I got your number, Bobby Malone. No way I'm catching up to him. Do you see how far away he is?
Bobby Malone continues to lead the race.
I'll take it. I'll take second place. And this isn't like... I know that the input delay is not on my end because I have like run ahead enabled and it runs ahead 2 frames. So I know that it's not input delay on my end. I do think though that there could be something to the analog stick. Like if you don't play this on an actual N64 controller, it just doesn't work. I don't know. Maybe it is just like poorly programmed or optimized and it just naturally controls like that. Oh, it's playing the NES game. The NES music. Look at these low poly character models. That was still fun, in spite of the controls, but it really did feel like everything I did, there was a half second of delay to it. Like, if I didn't say that enough. I still feel like if you got you and 3 other buddies on the couch and you played this locally, it would still be a lot of fun and, like, just really hectic and chaotic. But, unfortunately, the controls just feel a little... It feels a little sluggish. In a way that it really does feel like there's a delay to everything you do. The jumping felt great. Like, that component was great. The game looks great for an N64 game. But, yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't have that first-party Nintendo polish. Now, speaking of which, we're gonna move on to our next game. This is a game that I didn't know existed until it came to the Switch Online. This is Ridge Racer 64. Now, I'm a huge fan of Ridge Racer. It's my favorite racing game series ever. Genuinely, I had no idea this game even existed until they announced it for the NSO. A couple things about this game. First off, it was not developed by Namco. This is a first-party Nintendo game. This was developed internally at a studio within Nintendo. So Namco didn't make this game. Secondly, this game came out a month before Ridge Racer 5 on the PS2. So literally like 1 month before the PS2 launched with Ridge Racer 5 in North America, this game came out for the 64. So this is a pretty late N64 title. It's essentially a greatest hits of like all the PlayStation 1 home port versions of Ridge Racer. You got Reiko from Ridge Racer Type 4. Hi, Reiko. Hi. I have played this game before. In fact, I streamed it in its entirety a year or two ago. So I have played this game before. We're going to start with quick play and then we'll do some Grand Prix good. Basically, this was just an excuse for me to play Ridge Racer 64 again.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, it's automatic, right? So I don't even need to shift gears or anything because quick play just puts you in the automatic car.
3 laps to go.
Now, it's interesting playing Ridge Racer with like the N64 MIPS maps filtering and bilinear filtering and the anti-aliasing because I'm so used to PlayStation Ridge Racer with the sharp, crispy polygons and textures. Like this kind of looks like Cruisin' USA or Cruisin' World with the blurry textures and the N64 quirks of the hardware, right? Ridge Racer on PlayStation 1, it's crispy. This game still looks good, but it doesn't really look like Ridge Racer to me. Not what I associate with Ridge Racer in my head. But yeah, Namco didn't make this game. This is a Nintendo joint. And it's probably the best racing game on the 64. Oh, I gotta change the category. Whoops. My bad. Ridge Racer 64. There we go. I'm also gonna turn this up and shut up and just play the game real quick.
Yeah! It's a new record! 2 laps to go.
That's the reason I was hitting the brakes at that jump, because if you don't, you go freaking flying into the wall. I wanted to see if I could hit it at full speed and still hit the drift. So this game is really good. I don't quite like it as much as the PlayStation Ridge Racer games, just because aesthetically, visually, it doesn't look or sound like Ridge Racer. But the controls are on point, the track design is on point, there's a lot of content in this game. And we're gonna do the Grand Prix. We're gonna get some Ridge Racer 64 action going. I'm gonna take a real quick BRB and we'll be back with Ridge Racer 64 and some more after that. All right, we're back. Now we're gonna do the Grand Prix. The music is super important. You think, yeah, this game's soundtrack, it's not that it's bad, but there's a lot of like kind of generic techno here, whereas with previous Ridge Racer games, I think of Gabber, that hardcore shit. I think of IDM, I think of acid fusion, like liquid drum and bass. And then moving into the 21st century with Ridge Racer 5, I think of trance music, right? Ridge Racer 64 soundtrack, it's still good, but there's a lot of just kind of okay techno tracks in here. Definitely doesn't hold a candle to Ridge Racer Type 4 for sure. But this is a good game, and it's a very interesting game in Ridge Racer's history. Because again, Namco, they didn't put out a ton of games for the 64, and they didn't develop this game. So we're gonna do some of the Grand Prix, which gives us like Ridge Racer Revolution, OG Ridge Racer, and I think there's some tracks from Ridge Racer Type 4 as well, pretty sure. I do really like the UI design and the aesthetic of this game, even though it does not look or read or sound to me like Ridge Racer does in general. This is still a really great game. There's a ton of unlockable cars as well. The Pack Racing car, this is lifted straight from Ridge Racer Type 4. This Follow is usually what I go for in the OG Ridge Racer. I go with the yellow Savalo. I might just stick with it here. Yeah, we gotta make this bad boy yellow. Okay, well that's... I thought it would change the color of the body of the car as well. We gotta go with manual. Y'all already know. So this is the track from OG Ridge Racer, like 1. If there's one racetrack in gaming that I know like the back of my hand, it's this one. But if you want to know what I mean by like this game doesn't look like Ridge Racer, just compare this track to Ridge Racer 1 on the PS1. Like look at some video or some screenshots of OG, arcade, or PS1 Ridge Racer and you'll see what I mean. It's just because of the quirks of the 64 hardware, like the texture filtering and the bilinear filtering and the anti-aliasing. PlayStation didn't have any anti-aliasing, so the polygons were really like sharp looking and the textures would warp and warble. And 64 didn't do that. Everything was kind of blurry looking, which I love, but it does make for a different Ridge Racer experience. I know I'm getting super nerdy with it, but that's just because Ridge Racer is my favorite racing game series of all time, and I wish they would bring this back. Namco, where you at? Come on, Namco.
3, 2, 1, go! Alright, this is gonna be a great race. 3 laps to go.
All right, gonna hit the brakes this time. Downshift. There we go. That's better than crashing into the wall. But since I'm doing the manual transmission now, I have to remember to downshift whenever I hit the brake. Was that the Roland TR909? Oh!
Yeah! It's a new record! 2 laps to go!
The greatest sound effect in the history of R&B. I didn't mean to drift. I was just trying to upshift, please. Yeah, I think it is the same sound. If you've ever heard an R. Kelly song or a Craig David song or any 2000s R&B song, you've heard the Roland. All right, see you, ACO. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Yeah, that is absolutely the sound effect that I'm thinking of.
Okay, it's the last stretch. Keep going!
Easy money, baby.
You did it! You're the champion!
Yeah, there is a ton of content in this game. It's a great value proposition because you see all those gray dots to the right of me? Those are all tracks that you can do. Now, granted, they're not all different tracks. There's basically, like they do it in PlayStation Ridge Racer, there's different tracks, like different courses that you can take, different roads and paths you can take on a racetrack, right? But there's so many unlockable cars and so much just stuff in this game. I still wouldn't rank this game above Ridge Racer Type 4 or Ridge Racer 5, but it's pretty high up there. This game's pretty dope.
All right, this is gonna be a great race. 3 laps to go.
probably shouldn't be downshifting as much because this car doesn't have as good acceleration as the yellow Cavallo does. Man, this game is good. It feels great, too. Like, they translated the controls and the physics of Ridge Racer, that sort of slidey arcade drifting, perfectly onto this game. Like, Nintendo did a great job of converting Namco's Ridge Racer for their home console.
Congratulations! You've won the stage!
And genuinely, I didn't even know this game existed until they announced it for the NSO. I was like, Ridge Racer 64? What are you talking about? What do you mean there's a Ridge Racer on 64?
The stage is clear. Now let's go after some new cars.
A new car! No, that's not my initials. No, it's not WyattMC 1. Whoops. I guess I'm WyattMC 1 now. That's not my initials. Let's do car attack. RT Pink Mappy. It doesn't look pink, but that's because they're supposed to be like enveloped in shadow. Blue Mappy and Xevious Red. I think the Xevious Red was also one of the unlockable cars in Ridge Racer 1 when you played the little minigame. Same thing with the Pink Mappy. Have I played Rush for this? I don't know what that is, no.
Yeah! It's a new record! You did it! Great driving! Another car for your
San
garage.
Francisco Rush. No, I haven't played that. Kind of sounds like a Cruisin' USA type game based off the name. Okay, let me enter my real initials. San Francisco Rush is a classic. You remember it being really fun. Yeah, I don't think I played that. The name sounds vaguely familiar, but kind of just, I'm getting like a Cruisin' USA, Cruisin' World vibe. Let's try out the pink Mappy. You know, A-Cab and whatnot, except Mappy. Mappy's chill, he can hang. Rush 2049, yeah, that sounds familiar. I haven't played that. There's a lot of really good racing games out there. My favorite being Zest Boy Ice Racing. No, there's a lot of really, really good racing games in the world. I haven't even touched any of the Initial D games yet. I need to get smart on that. That turn is so twisted because you gotta slow down, downshift, and then hope that you can speed up and upshift in time. Oh man, that is such an evil turn. I don't have Beetle Adventure Racing on me, but Beetle Adventure Racing is very good. Beetle Adventure Racing is probably my like dark horse pick for best 64 racing game. It's a lot of fun. It's really good. N64 and PlayStation 1 had a great library of racing games. Were there bad shovelware racing games? Oh, absolutely. Every console has their shovelware, you know, games that just aren't worth playing. But I feel like the 64 and the PlayStation 1 had the best racing games ever. PS2 is up there as well, and Xbox. PS2 had like Need for Speed Underground. Xbox had Project Gotham Racing. Then you had multi-platform games like Burnout. But I don't know, something about N64, PS1 racing games, they just impress me more. Oh, I never played Top Gear Rally. I think OG Top Gear on the SNES is the best racing game on Super Nintendo, but I never played Top Gear Rally.
Okay, it's the last stretch. Keep going. Yeah, it's a new record.
MRC is a funny case where it's a solid racing game, but it's short on content. That can be applied to like Daytona USA and Ridge Racer as well. Ridge Racer 1 only has one track. There's variations on it. You know, when you bump up the difficulty, there's different roads that you take, different paths, but it's the same track every time. Daytona USA has a bit more. It has 3.
Great driving. Another car for your garage.
Blue Mappy is about the same, it just has better stats. I'm gonna go back to the Savalo. Actually, you know what? Let's go with the pack racing car, because it has great acceleration. And I like to upshift and downshift a lot, so... Yeah, this car is like lifted straight out of Ridge Racer Type 4. I will say though, GameCube has my favorite racing game of all time, Automodelista by Capcom. It was also on PS2 and I think Xbox, so that game's technically another multi-platform, but I played the GameCube version.
Yeah! It's a new record! 2 laps to go!
Mickey Speedway USA, that's another great game. Made by Rareware. I've heard that it runs in the Diddy Kong Racing engine. After I did the Crunch the Kremling challenge for Mickey Speedway USA, somebody in the comments said that I should do, or Crunch the Kremling for Diddy Kong Racing. Somebody said I should do Mickey Speedway USA with like Goofy, who's apparently the Crunch the Kremling of that game. I don't think Mickey Speedway USA is nearly as good as Diddy Kong Racing, but it's still a great racing game. That's a fucked up corner.
Okay, it's the last
Automobili Lamborghini. Never played it, but I love that name.
You did it!
You did it!
Congratulations! That car is yours!
Yeah, and all the cars are named after like Namco games and stuff, if you're unfamiliar with Ridge Racer. I think it would be fun to stream this game again and unlock everything. Because last time I just beat the game, I didn't unlock everything. So I might come back around and try to like get all of the cars and beat the, what is it, the Demon X car or whatever. Yeah, that's it. We got the first 3 cars. There's a lot of content in this game. Also a sound test. I think the soundtrack in this game is good, but it just doesn't sound like Ridge Racer music. At least most of these tracks don't. I feel like most of these tracks would like fit right in Extreme G 1 and 2. This is kind of Ridge Racer-esque. But most of these songs don't sound very Ridge Racer to me, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe we will circle back to this game. Go ahead and like try to unlock everything on stream again. That could be fun. Because like I said, last time I played it, I just did like the bare minimum to beat it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you another excuse for me to play Wave Race 64. This game has such a weird aspect ratio. Yeah, it's like 14:9 or something. Let me go ahead and bump up the saturation. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm actually going to change the filter for this one. Hold up. Because that's too crusty. Wave Race isn't crusty. Wave Race is hi-fi. Wave Race is clean. I need something clean. Oh, there we go. The S-Video filter. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Well, maybe that's too saturated. Hold up. Literally give me a second. Hold up. There we go. So we got the we still got the CRT vibes going, but now it's a little less crusty. This is Wave Race right here. You guys, what is there for me to say about Wave Race? I've streamed it like 10 times this summer already because this is like my go-to summertime game. Probably my favorite racing game on the 64. It's a close tie between this and F-Zero X. Freaking love Wave Race. Let's do it.
Select your watercraft, please.
Oh, the textures aren't working on my real N64. I guess, hold up. Technical difficulties, hold up. I can fix this. We have technology. N64, man. You love it when your totally real Wave Race 64 cartridge stops loading in the textures. You love it when that happens. Hold up.
Wave Race.
I know you can't see it. I'm making sure that my totally real... Yeah, I fixed my real cartridge, you guys. It's all good. I fixed my totally real cartridge. There we go. No, this game and F-Zero X are probably my favorite racing games on 64. Ridge Racer 64 is up there, but playing it just makes me want to play the PS1 games. Not to say that it's bad, like it isn't bad at all. I love Ridge Racer 64, but this game and F-Zero X definitely have it beat. Let's go, let's do it.
Welcome to Dolphin Park.
Is this not the most summery video game ever made? You got Kazumi Totaka on the ones and twos.
Follow that dolphin.
I don't need to warm up. Start the race, baby.
Welcome to Sunny Beach.
You can unlock the dolphin as a character. If you, like, master the practice mode or whatever, you can play as Echo the dolphin.
Get ready for the first race.
This is how light blue Gatorade feels. True. Now, there's a GameCube sequel to this called Wave Race Blue Storm, but it just doesn't have the same vibes that this game has. It doesn't have the sauce that Wave Race 64 has. I really haven't played Blue Storm, so I can't say. Like, I have no opinion on it, but based off of what I've seen of it and like the art direction and the menu design, it doesn't feel like Wave Race to me. But that's unfair of me to criticize a game I haven't played, but just purely based off of what I've seen, superficially, it doesn't look nearly as, like, I don't like the art direction as much compared to this game. Miles Jeter main. Yo, who do you main in Wave Race 64, y'all? Do you think Miles Jeter is related to Derek Jeter, the baseball player? This game still blows my damn mind. I played it a lot growing up and I didn't appreciate it. Like, I played it a lot, I liked it, but the water physics in this game are crazy. How did they do, like, how did they make this for N64? Straight up. This should not be possible on N64. These water physics are crazy. The water is literally basic moving triangles. See, I wouldn't know that though, because that shit looks real to me.
Move on to the next round.
Yeah, this game and 1080 snowboarding kind of feel like companion games. Like brother-sister games to me. I don't know.
Welcome to Sunset Bay.
But this is just... What I'm gonna say is it's gonna make some people roll their eyes, but retrospectively, this is like the Vaporwave Nintendo game, you know? It's just such a nice, summery game. The art direction is great, the visuals are great, the polygons and the texture work and everything. Track design is great, or I guess water design, I don't know. And of course you got Kazumi Totaka on the ones and twos, killing it with the soundtrack. I really love Drake Lake in particular. But I need to give Wave Race Blue Storm a fair shake. I don't think Blue Storm was developed by Nintendo though. I think it was another Excitebike 64 situation where a third party was given the keys and it just wasn't as good. But again, I've barely played Blue Storm, so I can't fairly assess it. But my siblings and I played a lot of N64 growing up, played a lot of Mario Kart 64 and a lot of Wave Race 64. I was awful at this game as a kid, and I didn't well and truthfully appreciate just how amazing Wave Race 64 is for like a near N64 launch title. It wasn't quite a launch title, but this was a pretty early game. And it looks and plays amazing. I want to drink the water in this game. Look at that high C sun-kissed orange soda ass water. Ryota Hayami on Wave Race 64 versus Akame Hayami on 1080 feels like Reiko and Ridge Racer versus Reiko and Ace Combat. Freaking Namco, man. Namco was cooking in the 90s. Not that this isn't a Namco game, but like going back to Ridge Racer and Ace Combat, they were on freaking X Games mode during the PS1 era. Ace Combat, Ridge Racer, Tekken, the Tales of games, like they were cooking.
Move on to the next round.
Welcome to Drake Lake.
In Japan, this track is called Milky Lake, but they changed it to Drake Lake for some reason.
Watch the signal.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite track in the game. Both the course itself and the music that plays here. Again, I'm not trying to make anybody roll their eyes when I say this, but this game is like the vaporwave ass video game. Like, I don't know, at least out of Nintendo's library of software. This game is just a good vibe, dude. I don't know, you guys don't come to my streams for insightful commentary or analysis of video games. Kind of upsets you how this game isn't talked about more. Yeah, it's definitely not obscure, but for how good Wave Race 64 is and just what it accomplished on the N64 hardware, this should be a top 5 N64 game for everybody who has ever owned or played the 64. Like, Wave Race isn't obscure by any means, but it definitely, to me, feels like it doesn't get the credit that it deserves. Bonsai! To me, it's like this game, DK64, and Majora's Mask are probably the best looking 64 games. Maybe not technically. Like, technically, Conker's Bad Fur Day beats a lot of those games, but just in terms of the art direction and the vision.
Move on to the next round.
Welcome to Marine Fortress.
I don't know, Diddy Kong Racing and Mario Kart 64 are everybody's go-to 64 racing games, and I love both of those games, but Wave Race 64 should be your go-to 64 racing game. This game and F-Zero X.
2, 1.
The difference is F-Zero X is really freaking hard, and this game is very accessible. This game only gets really hard towards the later difficulties. F-Zero X is hard on any difficulty, straight up. Welcome to Twinkle Park. It does have the same vibe. The announcer lady. F-Zero GX. F-Zero GX is just impossible, straight up. You know, that could be skill issue on my part, but I am so ass at F-Zero GX. I just killed that man. He's dead now. Yeah, F-Zero GX is just insane. I dig F-Zero GX a lot, but I've always preferred F-Zero X on the 64. They're both great games, but I miss the sort of Marvel comic book aesthetic that F-Zero X had on 64. I don't know. And a 64 game that runs at 60 FPS just impresses me way more than a GameCube game running at 60 FPS. Incidentally, the Grand Prix isn't that difficult, but the story mode they went ballistic on, yeah. That game is brutal.
Move on to the next round.
Smash 64 runs at 60 FPS too, yeah, and Yoshi's Story as well.
Have a good race. 3, 2, 1.
I don't know if we should be jet skiing here. This looks like an oil rig. Mischief Makers? I'm not sure. It might, because it uses sprites, but I think Mischief Makers is 30 FPS. I could be wrong about that, though. I'm not a huge Mischief Makers fan. I like that game, but from a distance. I tried playing it a couple times, and I could not make head or tails of the mechanics. Oh, you know what? Speaking of treasure games, Sin and Punishment. Sin and Punishment might be 60 FPS. It's not? Perhaps I am dumb, and I'm just misremembering. Yeah, I'm not a huge Mischief Maker myself. I'm not up to any mischief. Oh! Not even gonna dare trying to make that jump. Are you kidding me? Jetered too hard. Yeah, you don't want to jeter too much.
You finished first and got 7. Move on to the next round.
Welcome to Southern Island.
Love this game's soundtrack, man.
Good luck. 3, 2.
Is Totaka's song in this game? Or is this one of those games where it either hasn't been found or it just doesn't exist in this game? You would think with modern software and tools where you can, like, dump all of the data of a video game, that all of the Totaka's songs would have been found by now. I'm pretty convinced that some of those games just don't have his song in it. Like Wii Sports, I'm pretty sure Wii Sports, the contents of that game have been dumped on the internet. I think it's just like Occam's Razor where the song doesn't exist in that game. You're not familiar with Totaka's song? That's gotta be cap. There's no way. That's like the most well-known urban legend in gaming. That and jumping the flagpole in Super Mario Bros. 1. I can link a really good video about it if you genuinely haven't heard of Totaka's song, like that urban legend. I can go ahead and link a great video.
You finished first and got 7 points. Great race.
That should be it. Yeah, Pop Fiction. An old show by Game Trailers. Rest in peace, Pop Fiction. One of the best, like, gaming shows on the internet ever. They basically just debunked rumors and urban legends. I watched a lot of those videos back when I was in middle school.
You're the champion. Congratulations.
And with that, the summertime is officially over. Love this game so much. Wave Race! Again, I'm not gonna say it's underrated. I'm not gonna say it's overlooked, but I do feel like it doesn't get talked about enough. Summer, it's freezing cold here. You know, V-Love in chat, she was like, I'm freezing, I'm gonna develop hypothermia. And I asked, how cold was it? And she told me like 27 degrees Celsius or something. And then I translated it to Fahrenheit and it was like 50 degrees Fahrenheit. You ain't gonna develop hypothermia at 50 degrees on your extremities. Silly little crazy little fella. I don't remember what it was in Celsius, but I converted it to Fahrenheit and it was like 50 degrees. 22 is entering cold territory. Y'all would not survive in North America during the winter time. Yeah, I love Wave Race 64. This is top 5 racing games for me. Like Off the Dome, Auto Modellista, Ridge Racer Type 4, Outrun 2, aka Outrun 2006, Wave Race 64, and like, I don't know, Mario Kart 64. That's Off the Dome. That could be subject to change, but... Now we're entering big boy territory. It's F-Zero X, bitch! Do I need to enter the cheat code to unlock everything? I do. Hold up, I gotta enter a cheat code real quick. L, Z, R, up, down, left, right, start. There we go. Have I played Sega Rally Revo? No, but I have played Sega Rally Championship. I like the Sega Rally games, even though I'm really, really bad at them. Alright, we're gonna try Expert. There's no chance in hell I can beat the Master Mode, but let's see how Expert goes. Yo, I gotta be Beast Man in the Hyper Speeder, or Samurai Goro in the Fire Stingray. I could be, you know, one of these characters, but I gotta stick with my boy in the tiger print. Baba in the Iron Tiger. Let's go. Also, the stats on these F-Zero machines are completely wrong. They're just straight up, like, wrong. I don't know how they messed it up so bad, but don't rely on these stats. I think the best character in this game is Blood Falcon. Silver Nielsen, this old man as well, he's also up there, but I'm pretty sure Blood Falcon is the best character in the game. And then there's even a Star Tropics reference in this game with Zoda. He doesn't look like Zoda does in Star Tropics, but I'm 99% certain that this is Zoda from Star Tropics. And you got James Falcon as well, Captain Falcon's dad. Lot of references to other Nintendo games in F-Zero. But we're gonna stick with Baba Yaga over here. And like I said earlier, this is one of the few N64 games that runs at 60 FPS. It's buttery smooth. This game is also insanely difficult. On the higher difficulties like Expert and Master, you straight up just have to kill people in order to win. Because you gotta take them out of the ranking. You can either do a Beyblade spin move, which is really slow and doesn't really work, or you can bump into them. You got Grub. Welcome back, V-Love. We were just talking about Brazil and the winter, and how 50 degrees Fahrenheit is very warm. That's a retry right there. And this isn't even the hardest difficulty. This is Expert, man. What makes this game so good, and what makes it so much better than the original F-Zero on Super Nintendo, is that your health bar is also your boost meter. So there's a big, like, risk versus reward system going on here. On the higher difficulties, you gotta push it to the limit. You gotta, like, kill these guys. Which I'm bad at. You got boost power! Yeah, E minor, all right. I'll take it. We got Michael Chain ahead of us, and then I don't know who's in first place. Who the hell is that? Gomar and Shio. And then we got Mr. EAD, which is basically Super Mario. Octoman, that's basically an Octorok from Zelda. Dude's abusing the boost button. You literally have to on these difficulties. Even on normal mode, there are some tracks where the CPU will just dominate your shit. And you have to risk death and use all of your boost, like straight up. Since this track is basically an oval, we're gonna go with max speed. You don't want to max out either the acceleration or the speed, though. Do you think he painted the tiger stripes himself? Most definitely. What is my opinion on Blood Falcon's voice acting in GX? I haven't heard it. But considering how the other voice acting is in that game, he probably sounds like, I'm Blood Falcon! I am the greatest F-Zero pilot ever! I'm gonna kill Captain Falcon! The voice acting in GX is pretty great. The only thing I remember from GX, other than it was really hard, was that there was a nude shower scene with Baba. It was too hot to handle. The N64 would have done it, but the N64 hardware couldn't have coped with the raw sexuality of Baba. This game's so freaking tough. I've never been able to beat it on anything higher than the normal difficulty. Atro wanted me to watch this.
Falcon, you've come to die. I needn't have wasted time looking for you then. Let's settle this at the Grand Prix. Not like this. It's the coward's way. The coward's way? You make it sound so noble. I just plan to eliminate anyone who stands between me and the prize.
That mocap right there was like, he was literally about to do a Kamehameha.
The coward's way? You make it sound so noble. I just plan to eliminate anyone who stands between me and the prize. Simple as that. Falcon, take this! What are you doing?
What are you doing? Why am I an old man?
Falcon. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm Blood Falcon. Yeah,
Well, Captain Falcon.
I'm a spider. I'm a Spider-Man.
Good night together.
Yeah, this voice acting's pretty amazing. I do love how goofy F-Zero GX is. Like, this is the silliest video game ever made. It's just I'm a scrub, and I'm really bad at it. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I just plan to eliminate
I swear I've seen this mocap before, like in a Dragon Ball Z game or something, because that's straight up like Cell about to show Goku that he can do the Kamehameha as well.
so noble. I just plan to eliminate anyone who stands between me and the prize. Simple as that.
Look at it!
What are you doing? Come out, Blood Falcon. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
I feel like Blood Falcon should sound like a feral rabid animal. Like Blood Falcon being this evil clone of Captain Falcon, he should just be like snarling. Like instead of his voice, he should be like Falcon, kick. Falcon, punch. Yeah, it's pretty good. The serene music, yeah, it looks like it sounds like something that would be playing in Twin Peaks when they're just like hanging around and drinking coffee. That's Master Roshi's Kamehameha. Yeah, that's straight up like that mocap was lifted from Dragon Ball. Oh yeah, if you double tap the R button or the Z button, you do like a little like, oop, which can be used to kill people, but I mostly just use it to drift out of the way. I'm really bad at killing the other F-Zero racers, which is kind of mandatory in order to beat this game at the higher difficulties, straight up. I killed my rival! And once you kill your rival, they're like dead. They're eliminated from the Grand Prix, so that's why killing the other racers is important. They're eliminated from the race only? All right, I gotta consult the instruction manual because I'm like 99% sure that you're wrong. F0X instruction manual. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to see where it would be. All right, then. I'll look it up. You kill your rival gets 0 points for the race. You get far ahead of your rival in the rankings. This applies not just to your rival, but to the next guy after him and so forth. Taking out 5 vehicles in any given race will grant you an extra life. Okay, I can't find an answer. This shit is impossible on the higher difficulties, man. I mean, I killed a couple people. Cylinder races are unfair. You can't win without outright memorizing the track. Well, thankfully, there's not that many of them in the game. There's only a couple of them. See, I killed a bunch of people, but I didn't really kill anybody that I needed to. We didn't even qualify. I love this game, but I will never get good enough to beat it on anything other than higher, like anything other than normal or higher. Expert and Master are just such an insane difficulty spike. I don't think I'll ever be good enough at this game to play those difficulties and to get first place. But man, I love me some F-Zero X. I might suck at it, but this game's so much fun, and it's my favorite F-Zero. And it starts up like this. Like, let's go. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it for the stream. Some killer N64 games. I might circle back to Ridge Racer 64 and try to unlock all the cars and everything. We're gonna continue Monster Hunter tomorrow. Other than that, I got no plans. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all next time.